we can say is to use this to welcome His Excellency the President, Nana Addo Dankwa Akuffo-Addo, in a special way. Mr. President, you are welcome. And also, to let you know, Mr. President, that when we came here this morning and we went around and engaging the people who have come here to witness this function, almost everybody was mesmerized by what they have seen, and it is all because of you. What a legacy. Mr. President, what a legacy. But in order to put it in context, Mr. President, let me highlight a few of the many legacies since your assumption of office you have bestowed on the police service, and also to us both from the perspective of law enforcement and our welfare. The first one, Mr. President, is to look at the volume of logistics you have provided to us, prominent among them vehicles including over 4,000 motorbikes spread across the length and breadth of this country. Mr. President, that is historic, and it is one of your legacies that will be forever grateful. The next one, Mr. President, is where we've been able to deploy policing to the doorsteps of communities which have never seen policing, such that now police has come so close to the doorsteps of the communities and the members of the communities in such a way that it has affected the dynamics of crime in this country, and Ghana has become one of the most peaceful countries in the world. What is even important is that beyond the traditional units that we have in the system, Mr. President, through your initiative and leadership, we've been able to establish 181 regional form police units made up of an average of 35 police officers with vehicles and motorbikes dotted in a network fashion across the country. Where communities who have never seen policing, where roads where armed robbers were disturbing, all these places have been covered, and working in unison with the other security agencies, we can say that Ghana is at peace with itself when it comes to security. Mr. President, all because of you. Mr. President, the third one is to do with police professionalism. As you see us today sitting and running around, we are all in one uniform, called uniformity, something that eluded us for years, and on your watch it has happened. Our engagement with communities, with the members of the public has improved. Our courtesies towards them have improved, and our professionalism has gotten to the level that, unlike the past, where every other day you see one story or the other negative in a sense, one insult or unprintable words against the police. All these things are gradually giving way to a professionalism that has never been seen before. Mr. President, your legacy. Mr. President, when it comes to welfare, I'll mention just two. The first one is the establishment of Police Emergency Medical Intervention Fund, where by that establishment on your authority, and which was also commissioned by you or adored by you at the police hospital, every single police officer, irrespective of where you are, your rank, whenever you have any issue of medical and it's work-related, you are given the best of treatment wherever it is in this world, be it in Ghana or anywhere, within the shortest possible time. Mr. President, this has led to a situation where almost 20 of our people, both in Ghana and across the world, have received treatment, and all of them have come back still alive, living, and their families enjoying them. Mr. President, that is one of your legacies. We are happy. Mr. President, the last one, there are many, but for want of time, is a legacy of housing. What a wow. What we are witnessing and seeing today is not the first. The first one, the major one, in addition to all what you have done across the country, is the Domi Kwabrenya one, which you commissioned yourself. And now, the second phase of that is also ongoing. And that is historic, and we will forever be grateful. Now, coming to this, we are still trying to recover from the shock we've had in terms of looking at the quality of the room, the space available, and everything that goes with it. Mr. President, we want to tell you that it's not about us anymore. It's about our spouses, it's about our children. And together with them, we say thank you very much for making us also look good and committed to do our job. In concluding, Mr. President, we want to say that we are thankful. But we don't want our thank you to be in words. We want it to be in deeds. And being deeds, we want it to be seen by all, witnessed by all, so that in our quest to becoming the best institution in the country and a reference point for the rest of the world will come to pass. And we know with you and with your support and the support of your government, we will be able to lay the foundation in such a way that it will be unstoppable in terms of achieving that goal. So what are we committed to, Mr. President? We are committed to going the extra mile to show our appreciation to you by working with the rest of the security agencies to ensure that there is peace, security, law, and order, especially during this election year. And that, Mr. President, we can assure you, we will leave no stone unturned in getting to that destination. And as we do that, Mr. President, we want to assure you two other things. That we will do this by building and not destroying. And we'll do this by uniting within our ranks, within the police service, within our ranks across the other security agencies, and also across all stakeholders, and we'll unite without dividing. And when we do all this, and we are able to deliver the elections in a manner that has never happened before in terms of its peace and security, Ghana will continue to be said to be a trailblazer for the rest of Africa. So, Mr. President, it is on this note that I humbly, on behalf of every single police officer, on behalf of every single spouse of a police officer, on behalf of every child of a police officer, to say, Mr. President, and even to some extent, on behalf of our extended family, to thank you very much for being a legacy president. I thank you very much, and you are most welcome.